Welcome to this video on the Holcombe Ethics Framework, presenting the Empirical Moral Reasoning Integration Model, or EMRIM. This model aims to improve ethical judgment through structured empirical analysis. EMRIM is a framework that integrates empirical findings from moral psychology with normative ethical reasoning. It is designed to explain moral disagreement and improve ethical judgment using structured analysis, moving beyond sole reliance on intuition. This framework solves the problem of purely normative ethics, which ignores psychological realities, and purely descriptive ethics, which offers no practical guidance. EMRIM uses empirical moral psychology as diagnostic input to inform ethical reasoning. The core insight is based on Jonathan Haidt's finding. People disagree morally not from ignorance, but because they often unconsciously prioritize moral concerns differently. The model operates in 3 stages. Stage 1 is empirical identification of intuitions and biases. Stage 2 is diagnostic mapping of these intuitions to value clusters. Stage 3 is normative evaluation, the conscious review of the intuitive response. The 3 stages are identification of moral intuitions, mapping them to underlying concerns like harm or fairness, and evaluation to decide if the intuitive response should be endorsed or rejected using normative reasoning. EMRIM differs from other approaches by adding structured normative evaluation to moral intuitionism, being empirically grounded, providing structured justification over relativism, and offering action guidance beyond basic moral psychology. The model draws on Haidt's moral foundations theory to understand why we feel, helping explain why moral certainty feels absolute and why deep disagreement persists. EMRIM then guides what to do with those feelings. EMRIM is primarily used in ethics education across different levels, for AI systems instruction and governance, and in organizational ethics for compliance and professional development. EMRIM is part of a suite of frameworks, including HCBMR for applying EMRIM in cases, MDDM for diagnosing conflict patterns, JWPR for justice concerns, and AERGF for AI system governance. The model was developed by Mark T. Holcombe, reflecting an integration of empirical moral psychology with structured ethical analysis, referencing key research from Haidt, Green, Kahneman, and Rest. This concludes the video. For more information, you may contact Mark T. Holcombe regarding the Empirical Moral Reasoning Integration Model. This slide lists the image sources used throughout this video.